Welcome to this amazing group trip that you have been invited to by someone you know, and let's dive in. Basically, this is what you're looking at right now, and you probably clicked on this button on that flyer to hear my voice. So let's go through everything so you're not lost at any point of the process of booking. Right here is your trip code, which we call the group code sometimes, and this is the group that actually you're going on. So you want to remember this, you want to copy paste this, you want to have this somewhere so that you don't get on someone else's Jamaica trip. Okay, you want to make sure that this is the Jamaica trip you're going to be on, and make sure you enter that properly. This will be the name of the person that you know, or who invited you, or who the party or whatever this trip is based on, or who's hosting it. That information will go right here. Then you have two ways to make deposits. If it's with flights, it's going to be about $349.99 per person to lock that trip in. Both people have to be ready to make that deposit at the time of booking. Also, if you don't want flights, it'll be about $50 per person, and that's the hotel and ground transportation. Okay, that's what is included, and there's no insurance on this one. Only one person from each room will hit this button to start filling out the form to enter the group. Because it's a non-refundable admin fee involved, just remember one person per room will go through and hit this button. Prices are subject to change until one of these deposits are applied to the bookings. Okay, so just remember that. It doesn't change a lot, but they are changing every day. Here's the dates for the trip. This is a 5-night trip date. You can also pick 3 nights. Just know that you're going to put that in the form, the dates that you want to go. But the minimum night stay is 3 nights for the bookings in our system. Also, you will see here what's included in this package. Okay, and the full credit insurance is included, not the full refund insurance. We'll go over that later. These are the names of the rooms that you can choose from. If you are familiar with this resort, which you will get the information after you've joined the trip, you can also go on their website and say, oh, well, I didn't see this room type. Can I get this room? And we will price you for that after you've came into the system. Here's the pricing with the flights, and here's the pricing without the flights. The flights are these pricing. The prices that you see here are based on 2 people in the room. In all-inclusive resorts, it's comfortable for there to be just 2 people in the room. If you have a person that's just a standalone, they're by themselves, it is cheaper for them to be joined into your room. Okay? Because being a solo passenger on any type of trip, you're going to pay almost double. So always remember that solo passengers pay more than the prices that you see listed here. Also, the room types with the size beds or the number of beds are most of the time not guaranteed until you check in. We can also put a note in the system that you need 2 beds, and it's not guaranteed that you're going to get that. So just always make sure whoever you're sharing a room with, that you're okay with co-sleeping if that was necessary or had to be a possibility. So down here, and the pictures will match the pictures of the resort, just so people, if they're asking these real pictures or stock footage, no, we're going to put the actual pictures for that room from the resort. Down here shows our hours of operation. We try to keep our phone lines clear for those who are traveling at the time, so that if they have an emergency, they can reach someone talking to them. But if you're not having an emergency situation, please text us for a faster response or email us. Also, always click this button to join the group where they are on social media, because that's where we put a lot of last date updates and things like that, pictures of the resort, videos. We're always constantly talking to you in these groups, so make sure you click whatever icon is here, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, and join the group immediately. Hit start when you're ready to make your deposit. Okay, do not click that start button until you're ready to make your deposit. We know that the trip number or the group code is this right here. That's going to be different. So for this trip, it is Jamaica 3609. And we're going to hit our name that matches our passport. Middle names are not guaranteed, meaning you do not have to put your middle name, but your first and last name definitely needs to be here. That's matched, that's on your passport. Date of birth is here. Okay. And the email that you constantly check that pops up on your phone, this is the email that you definitely want to put here. Okay. We tell these people all the time, if you come through our system and don't receive anything within 24 hours of coming in our system, check your spam folder or do a search for that group code in your email, and I promise you it's going to come up. If you didn't hear me just now, if you don't get anything from us after filling out this form in 24 hours, definitely hit that group code and do a search in your email, copy paste that and do a search inside of your email for anything, and it's going to pop up all of our emails. So the trip date I'm going to do, because I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on this trip, I'm going to check in on the June 9th date, and then I'm going to check out on the 12th. I don't want to stay to the 14th because I'm not balling like that, and so I'm going to go ahead and stay to the 12th. Departure city is Houston. That's the city you want to get on the flight to get to your destination. I do want flights, so I'm going to put yes. I do want the ground transportation. That's already included. Remember, it's showing that right here, that it's already included in the package. And most of our all-inclusive destinations will have the shuttle included. Your roommate's name, you're going to make sure it matches their passport. Do not fill this out until you have their passport in front of you, because you can cause them not to get on their flight, and that will be devastating. Okay, so make sure that it matches, and then you're going to put that person's email. If they're paying for their own booking, they will get an email too to make a payment. You don't have to make the payments for them. How many travelers in my room? It's 2. And what room option did I choose? I want to go with the Allure King because I'm saving my money. I don't want to ball. And so I'm going to put that title right there. I'm not going to make up a title. I'm not going to say standard, basic, make sure you put the title of the room. Name and phone of emergency contact is someone who's not going on a trip. You want to make sure you put that, because if not, if something happens to you, these people can't be on a trip with you because they already know what happened. So you want to make sure it's someone not going on the trip. Choose an insurance option. Slow down right here. Do not speed through this process. Remember, the full credit insurance is already added into the totals right here. They're not in the totals here, but the full credit insurance is here. And how does the full credit work? Basically, if you cancel your trip, you will get all your money back. It's whatever I wrote here. You will get all the money back minus the cost of the insurance, which is the cheapest insurance you can get, which is about $74.99 a person or $99 a person. So all the money you've paid on the trip minus that cost will go to another trip that you choose, no matter where you decide to go in our system. You don't have to be stuck going to the same destination or hotel. You can go wherever you want and use that credit however you want inside of our system. If you want a full refund, it is more than the deposit is way more than the $349.99. It's about $424 a person for the full refund insurance. And how does that work? Once you get full refund and you cancel your trip, all the money you've paid on the booking will go back to the card that was on file minus the cost of that insurance. And that insurance can be an extra $186 or $224 or up, okay, higher than this total here. Okay, so just remember, full refund is higher, and you will have to add that amount per person onto this total. So it'll be a higher amount that you will pay for your booking. Lastly, the decline insurance is only for packages without flights. If you put decline on a package with a flight, we're going to automatically put a full credit, and you'll thank us later. Okay, so only decline the insurance if you just have a package with no flights. And back to the insurance, if one person stays in the room, you're not guaranteed the hotel portion after you cancel. That's even with insurance, because someone stayed in the room. The hotel doesn't care. They count rooms, not people. So if someone's canceling off the booking and they're staying in the room, you and that person will need to get together and see how you want to work it. That person can give you a portion of the money back to the person that's canceling, or the person canceling just like, oh, I canceled, just have fun. I'm not going to get anything back on the hotel portion. So just work that out however you want to work that out. Additional info right here is, I need a wheelchair. Can my room be up higher? Can my room be down low? We don't know where they're going to put you, so don't expect a guarantee. I want 2 beds in my room. That's still not guaranteed until check-in in most resorts, but just put all of those different info about how you travel. I don't like muskrats, I don't like roaches, I don't like seafood, whatever you need us to know about your personality or what you desire on your trip, put it here. And lastly, it's the non-refundable $25 per room, not per person. That's here. You fill it out, hit submit. Once you hit submit, then you will receive this. If you don't receive something in 24 to 48 hours, remember what I told you. Search inside of your email the group code or the trip code, and I promise you whatever we've sent will pop up. When you get this, do not just, I don't know what people do, but can you read it? Because if you make a change after we apply a payment, you can be, you would have to pay probably another admin fee to make that change of $25, or you can even lose your insurance depending on the change. So make sure your name is spelled right. Make sure you remember this number because that is your reservation and booking number right here. Make sure you see the totals and divide it by the people that's in the room with you if you're not paying for everybody. Always divide these totals by the number of people that's in your room. Don't freak out. Oh, she told me it was $800 and it's saying $2,000. It's because 2 people are in the room or 3 people in the room, and you need to divide those totals. The system does not do that for you. Also, scroll down and you will see your flight details. Look at them. Make sure that you're coming from Houston or wherever you're coming from. Make sure you're going to the right destination. You could be like, I thought I was going to Jamaica. It said Cancun. So just make sure you're reading this, because any changes can result in you losing your insurance and your prices going up. And of course, you would have to pay the admin fee for the change. We can avoid all changes by slowing down and taking our time and read this. Okay, this is very important. It's like your receipt. So this is the hotel information, the name of the hotel, the type of room that you asked for will be here. All the perks that the hotel give you is right here. That's just a glorious thing. All of this in red is from your hotel, so definitely read it. It could be saying we're going to have construction. We don't like black people. No, I'm just playing. They're not going to say that. But the point is, read the stuff in red because it is very important. Also, transportation to and from your hotel is right here. It's already included. Also, your travel protection, which is right here that you chose, it's going to say credit or refund. Make sure it says that. Okay, that you chose. Make sure it's what you chose. And then now it's telling you about your passport information. That's free, of course. And then the visa tax is $10 a person, but right now it's not included. It's not making you pay it now. They're just saying be prepared. You may have to pay $10 a person at the airport. Lastly, this is all the other little scribble. Just remember to always divide these totals by 2 if you're just really looking everything like that. So that is what you're going to get right after you get this email and you proof it and you send us a reply saying everything is correct. Then you're going to get this glorious form. This form, ignore this at the top right. You're not going to do that. Once you fill this out, it's going to automatically send us an email that's scrambled and protected. So you don't have to worry about your information being leaked. It will not be leaked. This document is upheld in a court of law. So that means if you have to go to court about your card for any reason and they ask you what transactions you made, you can always ask us and we'll send you an actual list of showing what happened to this link with your card information, and it will print it out and you can use it in court to make sure no one has tampered with your card. It shows you everything, IP addresses, where it went, who had it, whatever. And at this case, it's just me and my team. So right here is your booking number, which is your reservation number that we talked about on here. This is what you're going to put there. I hope everybody's watching this. This is meaty. This is really good information. Then your gateway is here. Okay, that's who's doing the trip. You may see FunJet, you may see Travel Impression, United Vacation, Southwest Vacation, but that is your gateway. Also, the destination will go here. Your travel dates will go here. And yes, you have to fill this out because this is how we make sure we apply the payment to the right people. You don't want us to pay for somebody else's Jamaica trip. I have people who complain about filling this form out, and I'm like, you definitely want to tell me who's in your room, because somebody on my team may apply this payment to someone else's booking. So take your time and fill this out. Put your name and the person you're rooming with or persons. Put yes, I got insurance. No, I didn't. Also put the credit card information that matches somebody in the room. You cannot pay for a trip with someone who's not in the room. That person will have to get a form on their own and fill it out on behalf of your vacation. We can't accept credit card with a name that is not of the person that's in the room. That's looked upon as a red flag or fraud. So make sure anybody who's filling this form out is someone from the room. Once you enter this information accurately, don't leave a number out. You're not securing yourself, because without this being filled out properly, we cannot lock your trip in, and we would have to resend you the form. After you fill this out, we will apply the payment to your booking, and you will get another email that looks like this, and it's going to have a great message right here, so please read it. And then we will see your total of that you paid here, and remember to divide that with your friend or whoever you're rooming with if you're not paying for the whole ticket. So that fee will show right here, okay, that you just applied to the booking. Whenever, save this email however you do, because whenever you want to make another payment, you just hit reply and say, please send me a payment form, and we will get it to you promptly. Keep those emails. That's all I can say. This is your Bible, and this is just how it goes. When you pay your final payment, I wish I had an example up for you. Let me see if I do. When you make your final payment, this is what you're going to print and take with you on your trip. I put a whole lot of stuff ahead of this logo that you definitely need for your trip. So don't just scroll past and like whatever. Read it. It's your trip. You pay thousands of dollars for it. It is your receipt. Print this and take this one. After you've made your final payment, this is what you're going to get. You see how it has no totals on it? This is what you're going to take with you on your vacation. It is very important that you print it. Don't save it on your phone. Your phone can crash. You can lose your phone. Have this paperwork in hand. This tells whatever country you're in, why you're in that country. It tells them where you're staying. It tells them everything they need to know about you. So print this and take it with you. This is after you make your final payment, okay? After that, you'll get a lot of emails from us about your trip, some posts on the Facebook page, the group page, and we're going to always stay in touch. So thank you for watching this. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and enjoy your amazing vacation. Peace and love.